I'm filming, man.
What's up? What's up? Okay,
So close any cells or whatever. No cell phones.
Everybody vibrate.
Here's my life story. That's awesome.
Start in 3 seconds.
Hi, my name's Kevin. I play bass for the Tattoo Rebellion.
What's up? Yeah, so I'm Taza. I started playing drums.
Hi, I'm Vico. I'm the guitar player for the Tattoo Rebellion.
What's your name?
My name is Phil Harmonic. I am a singer.
Well, apparently I used to bang on pots and pans at 2 years old. I actually got my first kid at 11 years old. I come from a musical background. My mom and her brothers played in a wedding band for X amount of years. So like when I was like a little kid, when they'd come over, they'd jam in the basement. So I was always there, fascinated by the drummers and everything. So that's how I got into music. And well, the drums will all be set up, and my parents are not around. I go and play a bit, this and that. One thing led to another. 11 years old, my parents got my first drum kit, and started playing right there. Started formed a band with some old friends back in the hood. Basically, I was listening to a lot of Metallica, and then when I discovered Nirvana, that's what basically changed everything for me. I became a big Nirvana fan, and basically learned everything on the drums. And my first band was a Nirvana cover band. This was back when I was, I guess, 14 years old or so.
Hi, I'm Vico. I'm the guitar player for the Tattoo Rebellion. And I started playing guitar when I was 6 years old, actually, back in Egypt, where I was born. And I didn't continue. I did it for like maybe a month or two, and I started complaining that my fingers were hurting because you're a little kid, you have no idea what that's going on. So when my family eventually moved to Canada, I had to listen to a little bit of rock and roll in Egypt, but not as much as, when I moved to Canada. It was just like, it was everywhere, and Guns N' Roses was blowing up. I moved to Canada in '91. So I had a friend of mine who introduced me to Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, and I just became addicted to that. And all of a sudden, Nirvana came out, and I, became a huge fan of Nirvana, and Teen Spirit, the video came on, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to play guitar and go crazy like all those kids are doing. So, coming from a traditional Egyptian family, it's kind of hard at 16 or 15 years old. You go up to your dad and mom and like, Mom, Dad, yeah, I think I want to be a rock star. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Kevin. I play bass for the Tattoo Rebellion. I started playing music when I was about 15 years old. I always wanted to play the drums, but the drums were too loud for my place, so I figured bass was the closest thing to drums. It was right there, so I started playing bass. Took lessons for about 2-3 months. Lessons weren't really for me. I just learned playing with other bands. At first I played in a Sepultura tribute band. It was the first band I played in. So I learned fast. I learned about metal pretty quickly. Growing up, my influences were rock and roll. My dad listened to a lot of the Beatles, Led Zeppelin. Before I got into metal, I listened to that, so it was a natural evolution into metal for me, I think. And I guess I started playing more and more serious. I got into a band called Sign of One when I was around 21 years old. They were a great local band in Montreal, and they were already established, and they needed a bass player, so I jumped in. I completely clicked with all those guys, and 2 of those guys are in my band right now. I've been playing with them my whole life, about 10 years now. We are the Tattoo Rebellion right now, and that's how I started playing music.
Yeah! Hey, you guys, shut up over there!
Nigga, bro! Shut up, bro!
I'm good too.
I guess it all started with a band called Never the Enemy. My high school band, I guess you could say. That is integral to what we're doing now because we kind of went back to that. That was my roots, and that's what we went back to in this band. But started that band. It kind of broke up as everybody went away to school, and that's when I kind of hooked up with Tragic Orange. It wasn't Tragic Orange at the time, but I was actually looking online and looking at all these different listings and wanted ads for singers and stuff like that. And I called this one, and it was actually it was a drummer wanted ad, but I misread it. Like, it was right below the singer wanted ad, so I kind of like, it said singer wanted, and across the page was the number. So I read the wrong number, and I call this guy up, and he's looking for a drummer, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm calling about the singer wanted, blah blah blah. And he's like, really? Okay. And he was kind of weird on the phone. I'm like, all right, what's up with this guy, you know? And he's asking me about myself and all these things. And he's like, well, we're really looking for a drummer. And he's like, that's the ad I had out. He called the wrong ad. So I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, but you know what? Come down anyway. He's like, you sound cool, whatever. He said he was doing the singing, and he said he kind of wanted to take a step back from that. So I came down, auditioned, and I was in. And that's how I met my drummer, Christina. She actually answered the proper ad, and we started kind of in a way Tragic Orange.